Have you ever wondered what secrets lie buried in the deepest, darkest corners of our oceans? We think we've mapped our planet, but more than 80% of the ocean remains unexplored. What if I told you that something down there has been waiting, watching, and is now stirring? It all started with a sound, a strange rhythmic hum, rising from the deepest trenches of the Pacific Ocean. At first, scientists brushed it off as just another seismic quirk. But this was different. It was too structured, too deliberate to be natural. This wasn't the planet groaning. This was a signal. Then, in 2031, everything changed. A deep-sea exploration drone, probing the abyss, captured an image that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. There, beneath layers of volcanic ash and centuries of coral growth, was a structure. Not just any structure. A massive geometric city, buried and forgotten by time. The official footage vanished from servers within hours, classified at the highest levels. But leaks are inevitable. The fragmented clips that escaped revealed something astonishing. The vanished city. We saw enormous corridors, carved with advanced mathematical symbols, crystalline towers that pulsed with an eerie light when sonar swept over them. The architecture was light years beyond anything ancient humans could have created. As the first drones ventured deeper, they uncovered sealed chambers, perfectly preserved. Inside they found skeletons. They were humanoid, but not human. Their skulls were elongated, and their rib cages were uniquely structured, adapted for withstanding crushing deep-sea pressure. Internally, they were classified as Aquatic Lineage A. Was this a lost branch of human evolution? Or something else entirely? The mystery deepened just 2 months later. The research vessel that made the discovery, the RV Odyssey, went silent. No distress call, no warning. It just disappeared. When its black box was finally recovered, the audio was corrupted. All it contained was that same rising hum, followed by a single, chilling whisper in a language no one on Earth could recognize. Linguists who studied the fragment could only offer a terrifying translation: "We never left." Immediately, the world's governments cordoned off the entire region, declaring it a restricted zone. But you can't lock down the ocean. Soon, monitoring buoys started picking up strange electromagnetic pulses emanating from the ruins. They were spaced out, rhythmic, like a colossal machine slowly waking up from a long slumber. Those brave or foolish enough to defy the blockade sent divers down. Their reports were fragmented and terrifying. They spoke of enormous shadows moving through the flooded hallways, far too fast and coordinated to be any known marine life. Some claimed the water itself felt alive, as if it were being guided by an unseen intelligence. One diver, a veteran explorer named Kenji Tanaka, surfaced in a state of shock. He was the sole survivor of his team, before dying from what doctors called an unexplainable systemic failure. He repeated one phrase over and over. "It called my name. It was watching from inside the stone." A military retrieval team was sent to recover the lost equipment and the bodies. As their submersible approached the city's main entrance, a massive pressure shockwave erupted from the structure, destroying all their equipment in an instant. The sound recorded before the blackout was described as a deep, resonant horn, as if the city itself was sounding a warning. In the aftermath, something even stranger happened. The main entrance to the city collapsed, sealing itself perfectly. It wasn't a random cave-in. The debris formed a flawless seal, as if it were done by design. The city had locked its doors. But it wasn't dead. Satellite data revealed a faint dome-shaped energy signature, still pulsing beneath the rubble. Scientists theorized that the city's power core which they believed converted ocean currents into limitless energy, was still active. The city was sealed, but it was very much alive. In the months that followed, the Pacific Rim was rocked by a series of coordinated ocean quakes. They weren't random. They occurred in perfect cycles, matching the frequency of the original hum. During these pulses, coastal communities from California to Japan reported bizarre electrical failures. Lights would flicker, electronics would malfunction, all in sync with the tremors from the deep. The ocean itself seemed to be changing. Advanced sonar began capturing distorted, humanoid shapes drifting near the continental shelves. They were fleeting, ghost-like apparitions in the noise. Digital analysts, filtering the static, found something impossible hidden within the data: faces. Faces that matched the elongated skulls found in the city's tombs. This split the scientific community. One camp believed the city's inhabitants had never died out. They had simply retreated into the abyss, evolving and adapting, and were now watching us from the darkness below. Another faction argued they were guardians, a bioengineered defense system created to protect the city from surface dwellers like us. And we had just rung the doorbell. Then the messages began. Deep-sea microphones, originally placed to study whale songs, started recording complex sequences of clicks and tones. It was a language, encoded and intelligent, but its rhythm and pitch matched no known marine species. The city was talking, and then came the final event. A synchronized planet-wide surge of energy was detected by every ocean sensor on the globe, originating from the site of the ruins. It lasted for exactly 37 seconds. And then, complete and utter silence. The hum, the pulses, the quakes, everything stopped. It was as if the city had finished whatever it was doing. Today, the site is quiet, mostly. Strange signals still pulse from the location at irregular intervals, and any drone or submersible that gets too close mysteriously malfunctions. We are left with questions that haunt our deepest fears. Was the vanished city a thriving civilization that retreated to the depths long before our history began? Or was it never human to begin with? A colony from somewhere else entirely? But the most chilling theory is also the simplest. The city didn't vanish at all. It's right where it's always been, waiting, fully energized, and silently watching humanity. It's not a question of if it will rise again, but when. And what will happen to us when it does? What do you think is lurking in the abyss? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoy exploring the great unknown, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more dives into the mysteries that surround us. Thanks for watching.